Okay, in this video I'm going to take a look at Xenon 2 Mega Blast on the Megadrive. Another old Amiga game that got a Megadrive port. Was never kind of really hugely keen on the Amiga original, and I think the Master System version is one of the worst shoot 'em ups I've ever played. So. Yeah, I'd say I'm not a huge fan of this, and I wasn't kind of really making a beeline to pick it up, but I stumbled across a copy that was cheap. I've said before, we can only appreciate the good shoot 'em ups on the system if we play them all and play the crap ones as well. And you can probably tell the way that this review is going to go when I actually get to the review section of this video. But as I say, pretty tight copy. A couple of quid. I quite like the original artwork on this one, and it kind of copies the Amiga version. Pretty sun faded as well, and fortunately only a cartridge only copy. The cartridge is not bad, Nick, actually, to be honest. No manual, but I seem to remember it's a horrible black and white affair, as you'd expect from these PAL releases. Yeah, well, I don't know what more I can say about that. It works. It's a functional copy, and it's in the collection row for review purposes and for comparisons, really. Next part of the video, I'll tell you what I think about the game. Okay. Okay then, you'll probably picked up in the earlier part of the video, I'm not a huge fan of this game. I'm gonna give it probably a bit of a slating, to be honest. It's a game I've tried to like for years and years and years, since I played the Amiga version. I was blown away by the Amiga version when it was released, but you know, looking back at it now and playing it, it's a fairly average shoot 'em up. I think they kind of like the pretty spectacular graphics and sound at the time kind of yeah, made it stand out from the crowd, and people have got this artificial memory of the game being amazing, which we're all guilty of to some degree, I should think. But the Megadrive part of this, it's not great, to be honest. Not as flickery or as inherently evil as the Master System version, which is it's a bit of a technical marvel, but it's a flickery, sluggish mess. Whereas the Megadrive port fares a little better, but again, very sluggish. Your ship flies around like you're underwater or something like that, or you're flying through treacle or something. Whereas your enemies kind of seem to move quite quickly and always fire off the right projectile shot. You'll see in my video that it's a very stiff challenge. I die tons and tons of times in the snippets of video that I'm going to stick on here. I mean, it's not as bad as some of the other shoot 'em ups that came out at the time. I'm thinking of games like X2. I mean, admittedly, that's a bit later. Is that one? That was a Project X sequel. Yeah, again, Project X that had its own balancing issues. This game isn't as bad as that. but still you still feel slightly underpowered. Lots of different weapons to pick up in this game. You'll see there's a little shop in there where you can use your credits which you gain from killing enemies to buy power ups and enhance your ship. That's a nice touch. I'd say graphically it's really nice actually. One criticism is that there's not that much variation between the levels, and the colour palettes are very similar. But on the other hand, the boss battles are really nice, and the attention and the detail and the originality in those bosses is pretty intriguing. Is it worth playing the game through to get to those boss battles? It certainly isn't. I don't think. It's just frustrating. There's parts where you actually get stuck in the scenery, and that happens quite often. So I don't know if that's kind of part of the game design or whether it's a fault. Either way, I just found it really frustrating. You've not got the interest in the game. The game doesn't generate enough original moments to make you want to come back and play it more and learn it. To be honest, I just think it's just really unrewarding. Music's fantastic, really good, but it's just an annoying experience. So my advice is pick it up cheap if you can. I picked it up very cheap, and for a mint copy I wouldn't pay more than a tenner, to be honest, and you could probably pick it up a hell of a lot cheaper than that too, maybe £3 or £4 if you right place at the right time. So yes, buyer beware. So that's it for now, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.